Hello, everybody. It's Keisha from Stay Home From What. I am reporting live from Valencia, Spain. So, I arrived here on Tuesday. I had a crazy idea to do something fabulous for my birthday, which is really not unusual. So, I researched Spain's tomato fight. I missed the running with the bulls, so I said I wasn't gonna miss this, and it's right a day before my birthday, so I was like, let's do it. So this is completely last minute. I checked off 2 items off the bucket list, so I did the tomato fight, and this is my first solo trip. So I left for Valencia from Venice Tuesday, and I booked a vacation package with First Festival. So First Festival does trips. I think it's a UK based company, but they do various trips around Europe. So I didn't want to completely travel by myself, so I booked a vacation package with them. It was 3 nights, and it included the tomato fight, couple parties, 3 nights stay, and access to the tomato fight and other things. So, like I said, I got here Tuesday. Got here about noon. Flew Ryanair. My flight was about 200 euros. Got here and explored the city on my own for a little bit, and then came back. We were required to be back here at 7 for an information session, and then at 8 o'clock we were to depart for a tradition in another local city. It's about 45 minutes away. It's called Relinquish. So Relinquia, I think, but it's like 45 minutes away, and we went to this bull arena. It was amazing. So if you ever get to come here before the festival, tomato festival, La Tomatia, try to go to the city. It's very small. They all gather in an arena, and they have bulls come out. So the first part is the professionals. The professionals are doing tricks with the bulls. It's very innocent. No bulls are dying. Just remember that no bulls are dying, so you can watch it. It's amazing. So then, about 30 minutes to an hour later, they bring out a red cage. They set it right in the middle of the bullpen, and anybody, you, me, can go out in the middle of the bullpen, and they release the bulls. So the red cage is called the safety cage. Whenever the bull comes, you need to try to get in there before the bull gets you. So very interesting to watch. Like I said, nobody's getting, well, I shouldn't say nobody's getting hurt. The bulls are not getting hurt, but it's fabulous. The families gather around, they bring food, they welcome you. It's great to interact with the locals and watch the show. You got really crazy ass people going out there, running for these bulls. Women, not really kids, but men trying to prove their macho-ness or whatever. But one guy was actually hit pretty hard. He had to be dragged back in the red safety pin, and then when they pulled the bull out, they had like 5 people carry him out. He was done. So it was a couple of scenes like that, but people still go. I don't understand why, but it's amazing to watch. But so, and then after the bullfighting, the whole crowd that was in the stadium, they have bands, everything, playing music. It's amazing. They gather out to the outside, and they march through the city, playing the drums, playing, the bands play, people in the middle, and they just march down the city. It's called a water and wine festival. So what happens is, while you're walking down the street, the neighbors on each side are pouring water down out of their windows. So they have flower pots, buckets, hoses, anything to get you wet, basically. And they're just, the whole way, the entire community participates, and they just drenching you with water. And then they have like stations, trucks with wine. So then they pass out the wine, and you just walk, dance, sing, whatever, all the way down. And they do this till like 5 o'clock in the morning. So the bullfighting thing ends at about midnight. midnight, and then 30-45 minutes later they start the parade immediately. Anybody can participate. You're just walking, having fun, dancing, jumping, and getting wet and getting drunk. So like I said, we stayed out till about 4 a.m. They say they do that until the sun comes up. So we came back on our bus, and like I said, this was included in my package. Came back on the bus, and then slept for 2 hours, and then got ready for La Tamatia. And so this was the highlight of the trip, supposedly. This is the craziest festival I've ever participated in. It's amazing though. You have to do it once. I can't say I'd do it again, but it was really worth it to do this time. So we woke up at 8, got there at about 9ish. The actual fight, or not fight, the actual festival doesn't begin until somebody actually climbs a pole, which they grease down, and grabs the ham from the top of the pole. So in the last 7 years, I think only one person has gotten the ham. So you will see people climbing on top of each other to get to the ham. Nobody got the ham. So if nobody gets the ham at 11 o'clock, a cannon goes off, and that's when the fight begins. So this street, it can be no more than half a mile long. 20,000 people every year. So past years it's gotten so crowded, 30-40,000 people, that the last 3 years they decided to charge so that they can control it more. So they started charging, and that, I guess the locals said they're not paying to come to their own festival, so that eliminated about 15,000 people right there. So the rest of the people, you pay an entrance fee, gather in this half a mile radius. The locals put up sheets on their stores, on their house windows, and at 11 o'clock, trucks, big ass trucks, come through with tomatoes on them. Then people just start throwing tomatoes out everywhere. You can pick tomatoes up off the ground, throw them. They're mushy. It's the craziest thing ever, but totally worth it. If you're claustrophobic, I wouldn't suggest it. Don't do it. You're like this the entire time. Like, you can't move. I don't know how they fit 20,000 people in this arena. And then if like one person slides, the whole crowd slides. But like I said, totally worth it. The fight lasts about an hour. Then another cannon goes off, and you're not supposed to throw any more tomatoes after that. And then it's just clean up after that. They actually say that the tomatoes clean the walls after the fight, so it's beneficial for the city, so they say. But it's annual, the biggest food fight in the world, and like I said, it's absolutely amazing. So pictures are here. If I think of anything else, I'll post it. I'll make a video blog post too. So like I said, feel free to check out blog, feel free to check out my pictures on Facebook, and I'll see you next time.